Yeah, man, I'll make this part two. One of the thoughts I had in my mind just came back to me, and I thought it's important enough to mention it. Going back into the scripture, Job 20:11, as you can see, I'll read it again. It says, "His bones are full of the sin of his youth, which shall lie down with him in the dust." Okay, meaning these wicked things that these Edomites do, they've been doing it. Okay, and they recycle it over and over, all right, unto pretty much unto the inhabitants of the earth. As I went into it in this lesson, touched on it. But with that being said, we're coming into the time where, you know, when you think of the Gadites and Native Americans, how did he take them down? He wanted these natives to leave their lands peacefully without a fight so that they didn't have to lose any bloodshed. But also he just liked to have that power to see somebody submit to him, not knowing that that's really through Yahweh Shemashai. But when a conflict came, just like a conflict is coming once again, how did he get them to obey his will? You had certain guys that laid down straight up, but then you had some hostile ones that was ready for it, whatever. So ultimately, the guys, the Native Americans, I know in the Great Plains, right, the Sioux Nation, which Bigfoot was a part of, Crazy Horse was a part of. So like that's a Bigfoot. So like I mean Sitting Bull, and pretty much he killed off all the buffalo. He killed off their food supply. The buffalo as hell was more than their food supply. It was how they got their tools. It was how they got their blankets, clothes. So he cut them off from food and clothing and vital necessities, all by just cutting off the buffalo. Shooting them down for fun, just killing millions of them. So now, with him coming back to them, you know, um, it was that much easier for them to submit to and bow down to Esau's will and remove themselves from that land and ultimately go on the reservations. So, with us knowing this devil's MO and knowing how he moves, when the conflict arises, guess what? He's going to do that same old thing. He sees that it works, he's going to do it again. Those that don't want to get the jab, those that don't want to get the RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast, guess what he's going to do? He's going to cut off us from having a food supply, a clothing supply, and any vital necessities, man, to life. He's going to cut it off from what? From his stores. All right? And we know that that's going to happen. Why you think Yahweh Shai was saying these things? Matthew 6:30. I'll start at 28. And why take ye thought for raiment? Consider the lilies of the field, how they grow. They toil not, neither do they spin. Meaning what? Just always depend upon Yahweh Bashem Shai. He said this over 2,000 years ago. All right. No, yeah, he said this. Got to do the math, but around the 2,000 mark of years ago, and it still applies to this day. of truly being dependent and connected with Yahweh Shema Shai. You know? Verse 29, and yet I say unto you that even Solomon in all his glory was not arrayed like one of these. Wherefore, if the Most High so clothe the grass of the field, which today is, and tomorrow is cast into the oven, shall he not much more clothe you, O ye of little faith? Okay. And the scriptures say all things are written aforetime for our learning, so this is very well much needed for when the time comes that E is going to cut us off from his society to where we can easily get clothes and food. And when that does happen, we got to remember that hell yeah, how about Shemal Shai was the one allowing us to have it anyway, really, not these damn devils. So verse 31, therefore take no thought, saying, what shall we eat, or what shall we drink, or wherewithal shall we be clothed? And the same question can repeat itself in its certain situation when it comes to us being cut off from this society. But we know that Yahweh Shema Shai is going to make a way for us. We just got to have faith and live it out. So going back to this devil's MO, how when a conflict arose with the Gadites, the Native Americans, he cut off their food supply to get them to obey. Knowing that he does these same old wicked habits, we can only expect that that's going to come back. So, when we looking at these devils in the news, and we're looking at the news and seeing everything that's coming into play, talking about the jabs and this and that, just know it's that much closer to us getting cut off from this society and being totally and fully dependent upon Yahweh Shemal Shai, which is the spirit that we were supposed to be in right now anyway. Which the scriptures speak upon how it goes into thank the Lord in all things, man, and pray without ceasing. This is just smoke and mirrors, man. The scripture say that we were like unto them that dream. This is all just smoke and mirrors of Esau trying to play God. By what? By providing you with the food and all the things to stay warm and all this and that. Okay, the scripture say you should go to your enemy for want of all things, and he wants to continually have it this way. But it's not gonna stay this way, and we can see that he's at its end. Okay, Yahweh Shemal Shai is getting ready to take back over things, and it's gonna be taken over for all eternity. Thank you, Yahweh Shemal Shai, for that. Okay. So, like the scriptures say, what manner of persons ought ye to be? Knowing that this shit is about to go down, man. So, Low Wellness was edifying, and I'm going to say shalom.